Right now, I'm like depleted, and I don't like being here. It's uncomfortable, and I'm on the verge of crying, but I don't feel safe to cry because I feel like I have to put on a face, or I have to present myself in a certain way, or the thing that thank you. I feel like I have to explain myself to make sure other people know that I'm good and that I'm good with them, and that if I start crying, everyone's like, what did I do? What did I do? And maybe it's just not about them. Maybe it's just I need to release something as a human, and I don't feel like I need to explain myself. I barely have any encouragement or something for myself to keep my head up. And you know what? I think I just want to dive underneath the water and just scream without being questioned, and then without explaining myself to people, and reassure them and comfort them. And I barely have any of that for myself in this moment. As a person with an actively creative and empathetic and very sensitive mind, the state of flow and meditation is one of my favorite places to be. And I feel as though I've just tapped into how to work with that. But there's another level to it that I'm not a master at staying in the flow when I'm around other people. And that really bothers me. It's like reading in public. I have been practicing that because it really does help train my brain to focus on what I'm reading. Because you realize when you've been like mindlessly reading, or you're thinking a thought even though you're reading but you weren't giving it your full attention. I want to learn how to give myself and my thoughts and my autonomy and my independence my full support and attention. And I'm not there right now. And I know that's something I really need and really want to give myself. And the practice in itself is so frustrating because, like, you know what? I feel like this is very common. This is a very simple and common way to put it. You pray for patience, so you get all the red lights, you know? And my practice is I'm praying to learn and how to abide in my own world, in my own bubble, my own thoughts, that no matter what's going around me, outside of me, or even like subconsciously going into other people's consciousness, it's a beautiful gift, but like I would like to learn how to stay in my own lane and not have my thoughts in my brain trying to support other people when I can barely support myself. And it's almost like a childhood conditioning behavior that has protected me and has helped me and has kept me safe. But now that I am the adult now, and I have to like unlearn the things that kept me safe once, because they're not keeping me safe anymore. They're making me kind of like go crazy. And one thing that does suck about this practice is I want I want to put the blame on other people and be like, you need to leave me alone, you need to give me more attention, you need to do this. Whew. And that's one way of going about it, but that's still not power within myself. I'm still controlling things outside of me to control my insides, and it just doesn't work that way. So, very emotional. I just want to see through the bullshit. And if that means I have to cry, I'll fucking cry. It's just like, the hardest thing for me is when people want more of me when I can barely give me anything. And and it makes me angry. And then I act out, and then I feel guilty. And it's like this horrible cycle that I'm going around in circles, like affirming myself I'm not a bad person. I just don't know how to give myself attention. I don't know how to... I barely have any kindness towards myself, let alone someone else. Trust me, I'm in turmoil. I'm angry too. Like, don't come near me with like this, like love and light. I just don't have it in. If I don't even have it for myself, I can't have it for other people. Authentically have it for other people. My plans for today was to clean up the house a little bit because of all the bugs and edit a video and smoke and just hang out with myself and my own thoughts. And so far I can say that I have tidied up the house. I have not cleaned, but I have tidied up from today, which isn't my mess. And I am demanding some time to myself right now. I kind of snuck outside. No one knows I'm outside. Honestly, I don't even know if they even care where I am. They only need me when they need me, you know? That's the other thing that's kind of like pissing me off is this paradox. You know the paradox, like you get what you give, the universe mirrors you to you. And like I'm a little upset because I'm saying to the universe, I want what I give. But I'm saying that because what I'm getting is not what I want. And it's like I'm giving other people attention. I'm giving other people grace and space and kindness. And I just don't feel like I'm getting that back. And maybe I am. Maybe I'm just being too specific or too childish. I don't know. At the same time, I'm learning to let people be who they are without me masking who I think they should be or what I'm telling myself who they are to keep them in my life. Because I don't want to be like the bad guy for... I've been blamed for... In the past, I've been blamed for... You didn't call me. I'm like, yeah, it's a two-way street. Like, you can call, you can text. Yeah, well, you didn't, and you didn't initiate, and you didn't initiate. And it's like, I'm so done initiating. Like, it's not... Yeah, you get it. You know. That's exactly what I'm saying. And it sucks because there's, like, some really juicy things going on, and, like, I could see some potential happening. But because it requires another person who doesn't initiate, I miss out. And so my brain's like, well, if you don't want to miss out, you better initiate. But it's like, is it even worth it if you're going to be doing all the work anyways? Like, I'd rather just sit and cry about it and move on than make it happen and then do all the work and then tell that person that, don't worry about it, don't make a move, I'll just do it again, like, when I'm ready. It's so, that energy is just so yucky. Love the people, hate the mindset. And, like, there's mindsets that I'm in right now that I hate, and I'm just like, let's move on. Everything in me is trying, I'm not trying, I actually am, I'm sitting down. I want to start a fight, and I want to stimulate myself into change, because I just feel like I'm going nowhere, around in circles in these moments. Now, other moments when I'm high and I see perspective, it's like, yes, the world is mine. I'm so blessed. And don't get me wrong, I still feel blessed. I still feel grateful right now. But I am like on a lower vibe that's allowing me to see some shit that needs to be rearranged within myself that I'm kind of like tripping myself up on still. You know what I mean? Like, the shadow aspects are good. They allow you to see things that doesn't matter how high you get in life, you're always going to be just up and down. You're going to be sleepy, and someone's going to, there's people in the world, someone's going to rub you wrong. Might as well get to know your own shadows so you can realize how they trigger you or not, and what responsibility is theirs and which one is yours. And that's what I use the shadow for, the shadow aspects. So like right now I'm seeing a lot of creepy crawlers, literally, physically and spiritually, and it's just like I see a lot, but I'm still confused. I don't think you could be told exactly what's going to happen and you still would be confused. And again, there's so much for me to be like thankful and grateful for, and that's true, and I will go there. I'm reminded, and I know. It's almost like drinking water. You don't have to remind me to drink water. I will drink water. I will. I'm a hydrated woman. I love my water. So same with like my gratitude, my intentions, my integrity, my kindness. It's like I am leading with those. But right now, I'm just not bubbly. I'm flat. I'm letting the water go flat. I just want to like see the bottom of whatever I'm looking at. Because making waves and having fun and jumping around and frolicking, like, that's fun and everything. But like, there's a time and place for that. And right now, I'm letting everything chill. Because I want to see what's at the bottom of me right now. Because I'm calling myself to go there. I can feel it in my energy. I just don't waste an opportunity to feel what I feel. And that's something as a creative, like, I have learned to be friends with my creative side, and I've learned to be friends with my emotions. So, yeah, I'm gonna go like this my entire life. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Create, sleep, eat, poop. Like, that's what we do. In, out, breath. And so instead of like trying to run away from certain emotions, why not create with them? And of course, with love, with shadow, with light, with truth, with integrity. Like, you have to know yourself on some level. Oh my gosh. Like, this work that I'm putting in right now isn't something I couldn't have sat here and looked at my shadow self 2 years ago. I would have just been a hot mess. I would have been damning my life, like, this always happens, and I'd be cycling and circling and cycling. And I think last year I put a big pause button on my emotions, and you know what I did during that time?